Hi guys, I'm Sai. Wait, nagre-reflect girl. Hi guys, I'm Sai. I'm Bald. Take two. Hi guys, I'm Sai. I'm Bald Baker, and this is episode 3, guys. Woo. Girl, but I'm wearing long sleeves because it's kind of cold in this house. So you know what you guys need. I hated icing cakes. I get super emotional and like really emotional. My air conditioning is like on point, girl. Yes. Oh my goodness. For anything else, guys, you guys need to like hit that subscribe button because you know what? Subscription is what? Motherfucking bit. Subscribe, right? Subscribe. Yes, girl. So if you haven't subscribed yet, you know what to do, girl. Ugh. I'm gonna try to break this episode down into like 2 episodes because I think this is gonna be kind of long. So I had the air conditioning cleaned like the other day. It's like what I normally have it on low, but it's like so freaking cold. I love it. Apparently it was so dirty. So last week on stories, I asked you guys, I had 2 options. I had the oh my god, nababarok ako. I don't know what's happening. Keto living or home baker journey, whatever. And surprisingly, I really thought you guys were gonna pick keto living because, girl, that was such an easier topic. The home baking journey, it's a bit hard. It's a very personal journey, I think. So we are gonna really get personal. Just to clear things up, I did go to culinary school, guys. I took a pastry in iScout when they were just starting. Chef Ernie Babaran is like the best. He was so nice to me in class. So he was so patient with everyone. I was there during the second batch. That was probably what year? I think that was like 2005, 2006. Just to be clear, guys, I am 26. So iScout was an amazing experience. It gave me all the basics. It gave me all of the stuff that I should know. And I don't get to like use it. I'm just baking cookies, guys. When I graduated from school, I started looking for a job. I applied everywhere. I applied in restaurants. I applied in mostly anywhere you can think of. I applied. Kill me now. I mean, pretty much like living at my parents' house, going to the gym every day. I was fit as a bitch, right? Girl, I was like, Back then, I was pretty much a whore. May ganon. You know, because I really couldn't find a job. I was waiting for a job for like an entire year. And I was like, fuck it. I need to do something with my life. I just started working advertising. It felt very natural to me. As you all may know, I like to talk. And in advertising, you talk a lot. You know, 7 years later, I was still in advertising. I was getting so tired at work. You know, I felt really burnt out. And I just decided to quit. Ask my parents if I can resign. The beauty of having parents who support you, can financially support you, is that I have to get their permission. I was renting an apartment at that time. I was renting in the ghetto, bitch. So let me tell you, the moment you open that door, you can smell people frying tilapia. Dear Lord, I lived there for like 5 years. Lord. I don't buy a lot of expensive stuff, but I do love watches. I would always be like so scared that I would get robbed. Knock on wood. Keep me safe. It's like, oh, keep me safe, please. What was I talking about? After I left my last agency, I went to the US for 6 months. Like, girl, we are gonna have fun. We are gonna party. We are gonna get drunk. We are gonna do all the bad stuff that is no longer allowed in the Philippines. Yeah, I think I left like May. I went back in like November. A week before they had to deport me because I was overstaying. So I had to like leave. I was like, girl, fine, I'll go. Bye, America. Bye. And when I got back to the Philippines, I genuinely had no idea what to do. Lost. Since it's Christmas and I wanted to make some money because I blew away my savings in the US. So I just really wanted to do something because I didn't want to be super dependent on my parents. I already know that my parents are giving me more than what they should. Sometimes they even give more than what they can. So when I got back, I started selling banana muffins. And then I had like some orange flavored dated walnut bars. Yeah, I mean, it sold really well, but it wasn't, wow, I'm gonna do this forever. No, I just really started selling because I wanted to do something. I stopped taking orders again in January. So Bald Baker was okay. So, God, this is so hard. Talking about Bald Baker is like super hard. Um, Bald Baker is actually extremely unexpected, guys. I was baking cookies one day for myself. I was like, oh, I really want some cookies, and at that time when I started, there were no cookie stores at the time. There weren't a lot of people selling cookies. Cookie that you probably saw was from Starbucks, or Purple Oven, or Mrs. Fields. There weren't a lot of like home bakers at the time who were selling cookies. So I decided to make some for myself. It was personal consumption. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna sell this. No. I had like some in the fridge, and then I had friends come over who was like, oh, what do I feed them? So I gave them cookies. They genuinely loved it. Can you bake some more? I'll order and I'll just pay you for it. I was like, no, girl, I don't know how much it would cost. I kept telling her, no, I'll just give you some. I'm gonna make some anyways. And then one day she just like, girl, babayaran ko na. And I was like, oh, fine. She gave some to her friends. I wasn't aware of like the whole Instagram game. I wasn't aware of like the followers. I wasn't so privy with the whole situation of influencers and whatever. So I got like a bunch of orders from her. I think that week people started ordering, and I was like, all right. I sent some to a celebrity who was a friend of a friend, and she posted it, and people just started following. People started ordering, and it's just crazy. It was extremely unexpected, guys. The beauty of it was when people were ordering, they would always text me like after they order it, after they got it, that it was amazing, they loved it. And to me, to be more than honest, and this is no bullshit, the happiness that they said that cookies gave them was more than enough. I was so motivated. I was like, oh wow, okay, people actually like it. And I was so happy. It was just really happy. I was genuinely extremely happy with how people received it. Didn't expect that people would like it. And next thing I know, Click the City released the first ever article that included me. And it wasn't even Bea yet. It wasn't Bea who wrote it. Hi Bea. It was Trippy, and she wrote it, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't expect it. Apparently they don't tell you. They don't tell you if they're gonna write about it. I just found out when someone texted me, hey, you're on this list. I was like, what? And then the next thing was I got an invite for a bazaar. I was having second thoughts about joining it. It was Best Food Forward. I've never joined the bazaar. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how many cookies I should make. But you know what? I was like, all right, let's join it. And it was like the scariest, most exciting time of my life. At that time, I had like, I think like four. At that time, I had 4 flavors. I had the chocolos, I had the salted caramel, I had the birthday sprinkles, and I think I had the white chocolate cranberry. So I had those 4 flavors, and I had no idea how many of each I should make. When I saw them sample it, and they smiled. And I was, that moment when you see people smiling when they like eat whatever you're offering, it's amazing. See, that's like one of my best, oh my god, nan ba yan? Naiyak ako. It's like one of the best moments, I think, to be appreciated when, oh, ano ba yan? Yeah, so I think, God, you could see how happy they were, and that made me realize this is really what I wanted to do. That moment when I saw a lot of people so happy. I didn't expect the turnout to be so well because I sold out, I think, before 2 p.m. during my first day, and I made 500 of each cookie for the first day, and I thought I would have leftovers for the next day that I could just use, but girl, it was literally like gone. And so I had to leave the bazaar. I left my boyfriend there, and my 2 best friends, they were there. They were manning the booth. I had to like rush home. I had some leftover cookie dough that I could still bake. I didn't sleep Saturday. I went straight to the bazaar on Sunday. I was packing cookies, I was baking, and it was one of the best experiences. Yeah. No matter how tired I was, the second day I was still like so perky. I was really feeding off the adrenaline. The people behind Best Food Forward, they were amazing. They were super helpful and they understood. They actually cared about your brand, which is very important when it comes to like choosing like a bazaar or choosing something to partner yourself with. It's really important to know that they aren't there just to give you a booth to make you sell and to fill up a space. No, they actually genuinely cared about you as a merchant. Everything just happened after that. The people behind the bazaar, they helped me. I got on Inquirer's dessert list, best desserts of Manila, I think, for that year. The rest is actually history. I just started churning things out. I just started selling stuff online. Thankfully, people loved it, which is, I think, is extremely heart fattening. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. The thing with starting a business is that you have to do something you love. People say, do something you love and you'll never work a day in your life. That's bullshit. Working is part of life. You have to work. You can't be like, I'll be in bed, I'll make some money, whatever. I mean, there's probably people who's like that. Personally, I feel like you should do something you love. When it comes time to actually put in the work, it's not heavy. It's something that you actually want to do. It makes going the extra mile so much easier than trying to peel yourself off the bed because you're like, do I have to do this again? You want to do it. My worst experience was when I did a bazaar in UP Town Center. Foot traffic was good. At the end of the day, my point is to really just get people to try the cookie. I think whenever you join a bazaar, your main goal is trial. To get people to try it. It was extremely funny because you know how I am. This is how I talk. This is how I talk, guys. FYI, this is genuinely how I talk in real life. And so I was selling cookies. I was like, hi, would you like to try some cookies? And one of the people who I was talking to, he said, bakit ka nag-i-English? And then I was like, what? And then he's like, siguro mahal binibenta mo kasi English ka. Huh? And it was a very enlightening, I think, experience. No matter how many good experiences you have, there will always be people who will like not accept you. I still have people who tell me that, worst cookie ever. At the end of the day, you have to have a strong spirit when it comes to like selling stuff to people. There will always be people who will feel what you're selling is shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how it is in real life. So I think it's really just managing your expectations and knowing when to like stop and stuff. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys learned something from this. If there's anything I missed, I'll probably try to cover it in part 2. I'll try to cover it in part 2 of this. I tried mapping it out, but I feel like I just went in every possible direction. This is extremely stressful and naiyak ko dun ah. Part 2, I guess we can talk about the whole Instagram aspect, how it shifted from just posting cookies to actually posting food. This is way too serious, guys. I'm not used to like, that's actually where it ends. You baking first year, Bald Baker started, and then Bazaar.